the sun and wind and all of those elements. It's quite beautiful when you can be outside practicing. So I'm looking for different contrasts and combinations that you wouldn't often place together but can work and coexist in the same piece in harmony. It gives me a lot of energy painting. It's like one of those things where my works can be quite big and laborious tasks, but they never drain me of energy. I think because I'm seeing something changing and evolving in front of my eyes quite quickly, it's quite fulfilling. Today, I guess we've had quite a focus on muted tones just because the morning was quite overcast and we were also surrounded by a lot of greenery. I feel like a lot of it is subconscious, but then from this, I'll build layers upon layers, and usually by the end of the piece, you can't really see any of this initial layer, but it's just about, for me, starting, getting those first few layers down and then intuitively kind of mark making over that. My Squarespace website is kind of like chapters or a journal, but now having the gallery, it's a lot more product-based. We have hundreds of items as opposed to my website has 2 to 10, but they both house that perfectly. And I think for us, it's so important that the images are represented perfectly and that people can look at the work as if they were in the gallery in a really beautiful way. We wanted to open a space that felt like there was a contemporary gallery on the northern beaches highlighting local artists. Now we have artists all throughout Australia and internationally, which I think is great because it's also broadening the horizons for everyone involved. The group shows are always a nice way to involve everyone and also see how the stable of artists sit amongst each other. We often see it from an online perspective, but it's nice to see it in the space all hanging together as well. It's always nice to get your energy back and reflect on kind of what you want to bring into the studio, because so much of what I do isn't necessarily the day's painting, but it's all the pre-thought leading into it. Just having the cohesiveness between our identity as a gallery and how we want to represent our artists in the best way possible, and also having the Squarespace functionality in a way that feels quite seamless and subtle is the best way for us moving forward so that we can keep our DNA of who we are and what we stand for.